Did you miss me? What's up, y'all? It's your girl QueensteezTV, and I know I've been gone for a minute, but listen, y'all. Your girl, I got a lot going on, okay? Okay, your girl is grieving. Your girl is just trying to get myself together, leave these hoes alone. I got a lot going on. I'm trying to be a good employee, a good friend. I'm trying to show up for myself, and sometimes, y'all, YouTube do not be in the algorithm. However, okay, I am here today on this good Monday, okay? Here to give y'all a story time. It is December, so y'all already know I got a story to tell, okay? I am back with another story time, okay? And this story time, if y'all was a A1 day one on the channel, or if y'all have been following me since like maybe around the pandemic time, then y'all know exactly who I am talking about. If y'all been following the channel, y'all know back then I used to do little makeup videos with cute little voiceovers and little vlogs, and y'all used to see people in the vlogs, and then all of a sudden, honey, scratch, blimp, everything came down, okay? Everything got removed. You are dismissed. You are the weakest link. Goodbye. So I'm gonna get into the story of y'all basically how what I called it the pandemic relationship ended, baby. And for those of y'all who don't know, y'all know that I put out a Christmas vlog and then I snatched it down with a quickness, because baby, that little, I'm gonna call it the pandemic relationship, it ended on Christmas, baby. It ended on Christmas, okay? I was like, let it snow outside, it's cold. It was cold outside and you was going outside to go be cold, okay? Hasta la vista.
When I come through, man, you know that I be big ballin'. Work hard, play hard, man, I put my all in. The deal's getting bigger, man, they won't stop calling. They thinking that I'm mellow and I'm just recharging. Work hard, play hard, man, I put my all in. The deal's getting bigger, man, they won't stop calling. They thinking that I'm mellow and I'm just recharging,
My bad, y'all. I look straight like gym top. I've been trying to hit the gym, y'all, and you know, get myself together. I've been trying to get myself together. So, okay, let's just get into this story. Y'all, I was literally like having a king, and I was like, you know what? It is a holiday season. It is holiday cheer. So, what other story should I tell other than how my last relationship ended on Christmas? Literally. So, y'all already know, whenever somebody asks when you on the date and they're like, oh, when was your last relationship? I'm like, yeah, it ended on Christmas. And they're like, what? Like, definitely. Like, what happened? Y'all, it was a whole bunch of stuff leading up to what happened, and I'm pretty sure that this irrelevant person is probably gonna drop down in the comments, because that's what they do. They be still coming on my YouTube and all of this stuff, trying to get my attention and trying to text me, but yeah, blah. And they always like, oh, please don't ever put me on your channel. You're going on the channel, buddy. Surprise. You're going on the channel. Welcome to the channel. So, okay, I'm gonna call, we gotta give him a name. Let's call him, can't give you, nah, I'm not gonna give you that name. Give me a name, y'all. I'm telling y'all to give me a name like y'all already I don't want to call him Olu because of what Olu means, like, cause you're not that. That's not you. I need a good Ghanaian name. Let me go find a name and I'm coming right back, cause we finna eat you up. Y'all, I just went on Google and I was like, male Ghanaian names. Okay, we'll call him Kwame. We'll call him Kwame, right? So, back in 2020, y'all know, listen, I feel like I gotta tell everything, everything. So okay, so for the ones who like no, okay, y'all know that in 2017, my boyfriend had passed away. I'm just gonna say passed away. He passed away whenever he got murdered. So that was it. So I was single from 2017 to 2020. So around 2020, so this is before the pandemic came. So around 2020 I was like, okay. I was like transitioning to a new job at the end of like 2019 going into 2020. So I was like, okay, maybe I'm ready to get out and date again. So I was like getting on like different little dating apps and stuff like that. And where did I meet him? Was it on Hinge? I think it was on Hinge. So I'm gonna just say, I shouldn't even, it was on Hinge, I think. I'm just, whatever. On dating it. So whatever, we meet, we like start talking. So when I started talking to him, like literally, he was like, okay, I want to see you the next day. So it was like, we started talking on Friday, and he was like, okay, cool, yeah, I want to see you, let's go on a date tomorrow. So I was like, that part caught me off guard, because I'm like, first of all, let me talk to you on the phone first. I'm like, because you talking about, let me see you the next day. So this relationship, I'm going to say it was long distance. They live in another state. They live still in the DMV, but they live in another state. Y'all know that I reside in Maryland, in Baltimore to be exact. So I was just like, yeah, we live in 2 different states. And I was like, yeah, I'm not driving to you. So if you want to see me, you're going to have to come here. Like point blank period. Because I'm like, it's the first date. It's not going well. Like, you know, whatever. So I was like, oh, you know, you can just meet me at whatever spot we going to. So for me, I'm not like a superficial girl. So I'm like, oh, on our first date, you gotta take me to Roof Crash. You gotta take me to STK. Listen, we could go get a slice of pizza or whatever. Because usually after the first time, I could be like, yeah, never gonna see you again. So guess what? You don't gotta feel like you got no loss. Move on. Period. So I think we went to Nando's. So, you know, it was like, you know, we go to Nando's, whatever, we talking. And I think when we got there, whatever, he was like, oh, this is an African restaurant and blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, okay, cool. I ain't really know that. All I know is I like the chicken thigh skewers from Nando's. I'm like, I didn't know where it was from and all that. So we went on a date. Date was cool. Whatever. So as things like, you know, go on, we start going out more, seeing each other pretty much like every weekend. Everything was fine. So Kwame had children. So and some things probably should have just been a red flag to begin with, but I don't know. I think like when it comes to different cultures, you know, different little stuff. So Kwame did have children, but like from the get-go, he was just like, yeah, you don't gotta worry about my kids. And I think it was a way that he came up with it, and I was like, okay, like what? Like, I can understand people being like, okay, I don't want you to meet my children, because like, man, you just started talking, and like, totally understand. It's like, who is this random lady? Like, you know, I totally get that. But it was just the way that he came off, and he was like, oh, you don't have to worry about my kids. Ain't worried about them. Like, what? So that always just stuck into my mind, because I'm just like, I don't know, to me, that was kind of weird. So I was like, okay. But from time to time, I would ask, like, are your kids okay? Like, you know, what's the tea? Because it always just kind of seemed like, just kind of like separated. So I feel like as time progressed, it's like, okay, you're dating this person for a year, you still don't meet their kids, and so on. But that wasn't even a big deal. And I don't know, he was just weird. He was just very, very, very strange. So the next part of this was Kwame worked in healthcare, same as me. So we had some stuff in common, and you know, it really wasn't a problem. But like I said, Kwame lived in this state, I lived in this state. So leading up to this Christmas, Kwame was at his job. He got fired from the job. So he was like, I'm looking for something else. Da 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 da. He was like, he wasn't getting along with the ladies at his job. And he was like, I thought that we was friends. You know, they had a little African connection going on. So I told him, I was like, look, you know, sometimes just because, you know, you got commonalities with people don't mean everybody down for you. Like why I would tell somebody like me, or skin folk ain't kinfolk. Okay, let me say it again. All skin folk ain't kinfolk. So I was like, okay, like, don't worry about it. Like, just find another job. You know, I don't know. I just feel like we work at healthcare. It's like, okay, find, like, it's a million places to work. Find something else. So he ended up finding another job. He don't like that job. I'm the type of person, you can only complain to me about a certain thing a certain amount of times before I'm like, all right, check this. I don't care. What are you doing about it? Because you keep talking about it, you're not doing nothing. So I'm like, all right, look. I'm like, why don't you just go travel? Just go be a traveler. I'm like, you said you need the money. You could use the money. You could do this. You could do that. Like, just go be a traveler. So I hooked him up with one of the travel agencies that I know. And like I said, y'all, this is around COVID. Oh, can I say that? I don't know. Covina. I don't know if I can. I don't even know if they could still say that around here. So anyway, it was around that time of the panorama. So I'm like, you can go somewhere and make unlimited money. Like, y'all know if you work in healthcare doing the panorama, traveling, some of them contracts was like $4,000 a week, $5,000 a week, $6,000 a week. I'm like, it's so much opportunity. I'm like, you can literally make triple what you make on a regular traveling. So then finally he goes to sign up to travel. So now it's taking us from DMV to, then I think he went to North Carolina. And y'all keep North Carolina in mind, because we're going to get back to that. To our 2024 discoveries. So then it's like, goes to North Carolina. Child went to North Carolina, whatever. I think he got fired from the job in North Carolina. Then goes to Michigan. So y'all, all this is going on over the course of some months. So I'm just like, okay, we would still like talk or whatever. Every now and then he would come back, come home, and you know, whatever. We would link, blah, 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 blah. So then the holidays come up. So I'm like, all right, like, what you want for Christmas? And you tell me, I'm gonna tell you what I want for Christmas, and are you coming to my annual holiday party? So every year for the past, I don't know how many years, me and my family, we have an annual little holiday party, whatever, where everybody's invited. So I'm like, come to the holiday party. So he says yes, right? So I'm like, okay, well this year the theme is, I think it was pajamas, match pajamas or something like that. So he like, yeah, I'm coming, and like all this stuff, and tells me what he want for Christmas. I don't even know what I said I wanted that year for Christmas, but as y'all know, I was on here like an idiot. Not like an idiot, but I was all on here rapping Christmas gift videos and like all type of stuff, right? Like we making videos and just doing all of this stuff. So I get the Christmas gifts. I think I deleted the videos, or maybe I don't know. If y'all want me to put them back up, if I still got them, if y'all want me to put them back up, it might be on like, you know how you just take the video down. I might delete them. I really think that I deleted them because yeah, when it's done, it's done. So I do all of that stuff, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, okay, Christmas come. I even went and bought the pajamas because you confirmed that you were coming. Child. So it was like the week of the party. He's like, I don't think I'm coming home. So I was like, so what you gonna do about your kids? Like, I'm like, okay, so like what? Like, what's the tea? So I'm like, you're not coming home to come see your kids for Christmas? Like, be for real. So then he's like, no, that'd be all right. He like, you know, we don't really be worried about Christmas like that. I was like, okay. I said, well, guess what? I was like, say less. I was like, okay, you ain't got to worry about Christmas. I was like, but whether you got to FedEx it, UPS it, put it on a train, put it on a plane, put it in the Uber, put it in the Lyft, I better have my gift. Okay. So that's how I was rocking with it. And y'all already know I straight up had an attitude. Because I'm like, we talked about this prior to all this, prior to Thanksgiving. Like, all of this stuff was already sorted out and talked to. And then I'm like, okay, you had me go ahead and get pajamas and all of this stuff. And then you turn around and talk about you're not coming. So I already had an attitude. And I already know, he already knew and could sense that I had an attitude about this. So then he's like trying to talk during the week. And he's like, are you upset that I'm not coming? And I was like, it ain't even so much the fact that I'm upset that you're not coming to the party. It's the fact that you said you were coming. Like, my thing is, don't say you're going to do something and then turn around and back out of it. Because you could have, if you didn't want to come, you could just say no from the beginning and I would have said, all right, and that would have been the end of it. And I think that'd be the problem when people deal with me, not even on that level, but just on a regular level. I feel like people be scared to tell me no or scared to say how they feel because of how they think I'm going to feel. And it's not like that at all. I'd rather you be upfront so I can be like, all right, and move on, rather than you being like, oh yeah, sure, y'all, totally, I'm on board. And then when time comes, you like, I'm not really on board because I really never wanted to go in the first place, because then that's when I get upset. And it's so weird to explain, because I literally just had this conversation with somebody else and I was like, yeah, like, just say what it is and that'll be the end of it. And they're like, no, they was like, no, it's not. Yeah, it is. It really is. But when you start dragging it on, now I feel like you playing in my face. Now I feel like, then now I gotta regulate. So that's how it was. So I was like, you know what? I ain't got nothing else to say to you. I'm like, cause you done lost your mind. You must have just lost your mind. Boom. You must have just lost your mind. Ow. Mine was lost. Then all of a sudden, I guess after he was like, all right, I'm upset. So then he calls me back. He's like, yeah, I'm coming, but I got in a car wreck. So I don't have a car. First you coming, then you not coming, then you coming, then you wrecked your car the day before you was coming. Y'all, I was so over it. I was like, you know what? Just stay where you are. Literally, just stay where you are. Listen, your presence is not needed. Literally, you can just stay where you are, because at this point you're irritating me. So after I said that, I was like, look, just stay where you at, because you're making me mad. Then he like, no, I'm gonna catch the train. I'm gonna make sure that I show up there for the party. So I'm like, okay, are you gonna go see your kids? Because then that's the next thing. Like, the party not that important. It's probably more important that you go see your young, small kids on Christmas rather than come to a party. Because I'm like, you already done made me mad. So you already that disappointed me, but don't disappoint your kids. Right? Yeah. So, anyway, y'all. He catches a train from Michigan to Virginia. And then when he get to Virginia, he gets somebody car. And then he drives from Virginia to Baltimore. So when he gets to the party, I'm going to just say, y'all, the party started at 6 o'clock. He gets to the party around, I'm going to say 10, 11 o'clock. The party is, dwindling down. But it's like, you done missed the party. You done missed it. But okay, cool. Right? You get an A for effort. You done came from Michigan by a train, by a plane. You done been I don't know through how many states to make it here. Okay, you made it here, right? So you got all your Christmas gifts and all of this stuff. Then I'm like, where the pajamas at? I don't want to put on pajamas. I'm like, here we go again. In my DMX voice, here we go again. Like, I'm not for it. But I'm like, all right. I'm like, don't wear the pajamas. The party almost over anyway. Don't wear the pajamas. Then I'm like, you came to the party empty-handed. Where is my gift? And y'all probably like Steve. Y'all probably like Steve. No. you had a nice Ralph Lauren Christmas. And I'm like, where's my gift? So then he tried to like giggle it off. So I was like, nah, like, let me talk to you real quick. So I was like, let's go down the basement, let me have a conversation. So we like, I don't even remember what the conversation was, but then I was like, you know what, I said, since you done already wasted my time, act right for the vlog. So I was like, yeah, just a couple little 10 seconds for the vlog. I was like, you know, already wasted my time, so the least I could do is get my content, because yeah, like, what else? And then you got people all asking for you, all like, where you at? So I was like, I was irritated. I was irritated to the max. So literally, y'all, after I got the footage for the vlog, I was like, yeah, I don't think this is gonna work out. He was like, what you mean? I was like, this is it. He was like, what you mean this is it? I was like Michael Jackson, this is it. Curtain call, this is the end. And he was like, I guess he thought I was playing. He was just kind of like, haha, like whatever. And I was like, no. So then he went to go make a plate of food. And I was like, where's the aluminum foil? So he was looking like, where's the foil? So I was like, yeah, you're done making your plate? Let me get you some foil. Let me wrap it up for you. I was like, where's your coat? Y'all was doing this on the low, because like all my family was around. So I was like, yeah, get the foil, wrap this up. I was like, you want a water, a drink, something to take with you on the road back to Virginia, back to where you about to go? Y'all got his stuff, packed his little plate, put it in a grocery bag. Here you go. I was like, get your coat. I was like, step outside for a second. Y'all literally went on the porch. I was like, see you later. He was like, are you serious? He was like, I just came all the way down here from Hasta la vista, baby. Hasta la vista, vemos. Oh, chale, get on. We are done here. We are done. No. Y'all, after that, he left, whatever. I guess he was mad. So then, of course, after the holiday, he like calls me on FaceTime while I'm at work. Because I'm like, what do you want? Y'all know what he told me? I'm going to give you $50 for Christmas. I literally was like, clickle. Yo, that was literally the most absurd thing that I had ever heard. Especially the fact that the video, right, he had on one of his Christmas gifts in the video. That Ralph Lauren hoodie, you can give somebody $50. The hoodie you had on was like, I don't know, y'all, might have was like $2.50, $3. What am I do with that? Buy pizza? I was like, yeah. I was like, you're definitely playing in my face right now. I was like, so I feel super confident in the decision that I made, and you can go ahead about your business. After that, y'all, he might have called me back a couple times, but I'm like, look, we don't have nothing to talk about. Please leave me alone. You got the block. Did I block him then? I don't think I didn't block him then. Maybe 6 months passed, probably the week after my birthday. No, so listen, y'all, all this goes down on Christmas, right? My birthday's in June. So that's 6 months later. So right, so a week after my birthday, I get a text like, oh, hey, how's everything going? Why are you being weird? So y'all, all this time in between, this person is writing on my videos, writing comments under these videos, and I ain't never gonna say what it is. Writing comments under my videos, trying to get my attention. I'm just like, number one, you got my phone number, so why you doing the most? Number two, I ain't heard from you in 6 months. Like, leave me alone. I don't bother you. Don't bother me. That's literally how I needed to be. Fast forward, y'all, to a couple weeks ago, I get a FaceTime call. So I'm like, what can I help? Like, what do you want? Why do you even still have my number? Right? why do you even still have my number? Because I'm like, the last time that we talked was you sending me a text message talking about why would you block me, because I would never block you, and what do you want when I return from Africa? I don't want any. What? Delusional. Very delusional. So I'm like, again, like, what do you want? He's like, can maybe we talk? Like, can maybe we not? So I'm like, okay. So I'm like, now that you keep bothering me, and this happened 2 Christmases ago, like 2022, because literally I called it, y'all, the pandemic relationship, because literally it was like the end of the pandemic. It ended. I was like, yeah, I was like, this was some bored COVID type stuff, y'all. Even my dude now, he was like, girl, you be doing anything. He was like, I was like, I am. I was like, and I hate to be known as an anything doing type chick. I was like, I said I do be doing anything, but whatever. So y'all, recently when I get contacted, I'm like, let me go do some digging, because I'm like, you keep bothering me, so let me go see what's the tea. So mind y'all, so look, I find this Facebook, right? So Facebook under this whole alias name, right? So I said, I'm gonna send you a friend request. Y'all, the tea is finna roll accordingly. I know I'm finna get a phone call if this. I know I'm finna get a phone call after this. We don't care. So I go to find a fake Facebook page. I'm like, hit add friend, because I'm like, you keep bothering me. Bam, now I'm finna bother you. Now I'm finna be all up in your business. Go on there, y'all. He done had a child. So then I do some more digging. So I'm pretty sure he's watching the channel. So surprise. Now we on you right now. Find out he done had a kid. Go digging, because I'm like, who is the mama? Because I'm like, is the mama the kids, the other kids' mama? Ain't the other kids' mama. This the new mama. Where did he meet this mama at? In North Carolina. When Mr. Man was down there working a travel assignment, he must have met him a nice young lady. Met him a nice young lady down there, playing the 50, true African man style. He got the North Carolina, thinking you finna be dipping the Baltimore. Got the other kids in Virginia. Who knows? It's probably somebody up in Michigan. So yeah, I done looked. I'm like, you done got a whole family. So then I'm like, I'm gonna have to get to calculating and tabulating, because I'm like, how many months? 18 months ago. It's giving all this happened while we was dating. It's giving all this happened while we was dating. So why is you calling me and you got a whole nother family? You got to leave me alone. People is crazy. So, I know you asked to never be featured on my channel. But guess what? It's your lucky day. Happy holidays. Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas. And yeah, leave me alone. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Also, make sure you go follow my beauty channel, which is called Steez So Stush. And yeah, I will see y'all in the next video. And hopefully, you know, y'all have a good holiday with y'all boo. Y'all ain't gotta give nobody the boo on Christmas, because yeah, I was not with it. So the moral of this story is, what's the moral of this story? Don't let nobody play in your face. If you got an inkling or suspicion or anything, or something just don't seem right, it ain't nothing to cut that jaw. Hey. It ain't nothing to cut that jaw. Cut him. So y'all, bye.
When I come through, man, you know that I be big ballin'. Work hard, play hard, man, I put my all in. The deal's getting bigger, man, they won't stop calling. They thinking that I'm mellow when I'm just